Hello there, my friends. Let's get down the business. Brain against Byul. I just got to load the replay. It's going to be Brain against Byul, game number 2. We've watched the first game already a couple of days ago, and that game was, honestly, pretty damn good. So hopefully this second game is going to be just as good, if not better. Let's hope it's not going to get worse. Although even if it were to get a little bit worse, it would still be an absolute banger of a game. Absolute banger of a game. Let me just D&D real quick. Oh wait, that's the wrong one. Gotta get you this one. Yeah, now I'm setting it busy. Okay, so we have Brain here on the name. Barcode A. Barcode on the 1 o'clock spawn location. Right above his nemesis, his opponent, Byul, on the name Zhangfei, or Shangfei. I think it's Shangfei. I think someone in the comments actually corrected me on how to pronounce it. Because I did ask, could you please teach me how to pronounce this? And he said it was something like Zhangfei. Shangfei. So I hope I pronounced that correctly, and if I did not, please do correct me yet again, because I want to say this one correctly. I like the pronunciation. At least so I hope. We have Shangfei, Byul, Yellow Protoss, right below Brain. Protoss against Protoss, a match made in heaven. This is the most balanced a match you'll ever get. And these two players both at the top of their game, at the top of the world. These two players are who everyone strives to defeat. They are currently the two best players in the entire world in fastest map. Or that's what I am, told, led to believe. And I think it's more so because there's an absence of some of the other absolutely great, amazing players. For example, Luckyback retired. Shin stopped playing 1 vs 1, only plays 3 vs 3 and 2v2 in public lobbies because that's just simply more popular to viewers. And then there's Gensei, who retired and quit, so he's no longer in contention. Because, you gotta be competing if you want to be considered among one of the current best great players. And then there's Burger Sasu, who is, I'd say, a little bit better than Byul all around. And Byul and Burger Sasu do play a lot, and Burger Sasu does win most of those games. But Burger Sasu is not as good at 2v2 and 3v3 as Byul. So Byul is a better all-around player. But all that aside, we're watching a Protoss against Protoss, not a 2v2. Not a Protoss against Terran or Protoss against Zerg. And we're watching Brain do something extremely funky and risky. Extremely funky and risky. Going for a double Nexus 5 gateway. He's a little bit lucky because we have Byul going for Nexus gateways into a Cyber Core or a gas coming up on the back. Yeah, we have Brain really playing a very risky game. Not something we often see him do. I mean, he does sometimes try to get away with murder, so to speak. He sometimes does do very risky things, but this might be the most risky thing I've seen him do. And it's gonna work out. It's gonna pay off. That 5 gateway is gonna give him a lot of zealots. Though this one zealot there from Byul does make its way through, undetected, unprotected, gets onto the probes. No probes died so far. Yeah, he's pulling the probes to safety very well. Keeps it alive. Manages to keep blocking the zealot. Great job there. This one, no, it stays alive as well. That one runs away. And this one, oh, he snipes one, snipes another one. Ooh, gets 2 probe kills. But 2 probe kills is not going to be enough to offset the advantage he gets from this triple Nexus. Although more zealots arriving on the scene, but he got 5 defensive zealots on location to help him survive. Zealots are splitting up, going for the probes on the gas, going for the probes on the minerals. Gets right in between there, gets surrounded, but that's a couple more kills, and he loses like 5 probes in total so far, but the zealots are dying. And the more zealots die for Byul, the bigger the advantage becomes for Brain. But at the moment, the economy is in favor of Byul, and that's definitely not what he was wanting to happen. You would have preferred to not have lost those probes, but it happens. When you're right next to the other Protoss, and you go for this risky shit, you're gonna get beat up just a little bit. Just a little bit. Not too much, just a little bit. He's gonna recover really quickly, though, because he got 1 more probe every 14 seconds as compared to Byul. Byul is going for a very fast Templar's Archive, very fast robotics, and getting some cannons in the back as well, and gateway number 4. he's gonna have to play defensive now because we have 5 gateway production there from Brain. He's getting a Citadel of a Doom very quickly. Gonna go for probably Zealot speed. They're called lag enhancements. I watched a video by Day 9 yesterday who returned to casting Brood War, and he thought it was absolutely silly. Zealot speed is simply called lag enhancements because every single other upgrade is actually, you know, a little bit more interestingly named. Whereas lag enhancements is probably the most boring upgrade name in the game. He tries to get in there, but Byul does a pretty good job blocking access to the cannons in the back. So Bird is not going to be making a lot of progress here. And just let me highlight this. Lag enhancements. It's such a boring name compared to everything else. So let me highlight, for example, we have the upgrade for level 1 attack. It's called... Okay, it's kind of boring as well. It's called upgrade ground weapons. It's really boring. It's boring. So yeah, there's more boring names out there in this game. So Zealot Waller in the front, Dark Temples are coming in. He's trying to buy some time against the Dark Temples to get himself some cannons here and back at home. He has to buy time. And coming up in the front, it's going to keep him out. He's also using the Zealots to construct a wall of living creatures to keep the Dark Temples out and use the cannon as detection. So the Dark Templar is going to fall flat on his face, but it will take pressure off the lid. It will keep Brain away from his main base here and give him some freedom to breathe and build up without feeling Brain breathing down his neck. So a little bit of time has been secured. How much time? I don't know. We do have a robotics on the way, which means that a observatory is going to take a little while before it is ready. Down 50 probes. That's a lot of probes. He's getting very rich, and a drop there comes in. There's no Dragoons in between to intercept this one. Is there something in there? It's only Zealots, luckily for him. Only Zealots. No Reaver, no High Templar. Only Zealots on the scene. He's going to try to kill a cannon. He's going to just try to kill a cannon and deal some damage, but he might lose the shuttle on his retreat as the Dragoons come out, but Dragoons don't chase the shuttle, so the shuttle stays alive, and that's a lucky break there for Byul, because this means he can maybe fly in with shuttle speed and Reaver and get some probe kills. But that 4 Zealot drop did not really do enough. Killed 1 cannon and lost the Zealots, and Brain's lead is growing bigger and bigger. He's already on a 20 supply lead, and it's only going to get bigger and bigger as time goes on. Which is actually, let me correct that. We have 5 gateway production there from Brain. His lead is largely in probes. Dark Temples are coming in. Just picking off some pilots on the side. Reaver in the front, shooting the cannon. He's going to try to kill the detection, but not working out exactly as planned. Not working out exactly as planned. Needs 1 more shot there. 2 more shots on the cannon, because it recovered some shield power. Take a shot there on the shuttle. Dark Reaver is still alive, but it's barely, like 1 or 2 hits and it will go down. I think that's 1 hit. That should be 1 more hit, so he's not going to risk it. He's going to hang there on the high ground and get his upgrades instead. We have Storm on the way. Actually, Storm just finished. We have level 1 attack almost finished. We got Singularity Charge on the way there. We got Zealot Speed as well finished. We got Shuttle Speed finished as well. Upgrades are looking great there for Byul. His upgrades are all a little bit faster than Brain, and supply is caught up. He has a bigger army than Brain at the moment. Probes running to safety. Dragoons are out of position. Going to try to storm on those probes, and he gets surprisingly 17 probe kills. That's actually pretty good. That's pretty good, because now the supply lead is even bigger. The supply lead is even bigger. And the advantage of the triple nexus is, I wouldn't say gone, because he can still recover quite quickly with the 3 nexuses. He'll have those probes back in no time. But of course, it would have been better for him to not lose those probes at all, because it does slightly take away the advantage he had. Auto-dropper in the front. There's a Reaver in his shuttle. It's the Reaver from before. Reaver gets picked up, gets saved there by the Zealots. So the Zealot there tried to kill it, couldn't do it. Dragoons, they're getting a great surround there on that entrance point to push Byul's units away. Byul tried. Byul could not succeed in actually getting anything out of that lead that he had, and he's fallen behind yet again. Because the probes are coming in so fast there for Brain, still on 10 gateways already, going pretty quick. Nice cannon layout there on the sides, making it difficult for shuttles to get in. There's a vision on the high ground there with the observers to detect those shuttles, so that he doesn't get caught by surprise. He's got double forge upgrading. He has no upgrades finished yet, but they will very soon. He's getting Dragoon Ranger as well, and getting Kandarian Amulet for more Templar energy. Getting I thought he was getting Observer range or speed, but I'm wrong on that one. We have Observer speed there on the way for Byul though, and he's on 9 gateways plus 4, 13, 2 more there on the front for 15. And he will probably end up with like 20 gateways in total. Also has vision on the bottom side because you might never know. Maybe Brain is going to fly all the way around the map for a shuttle drop to hit those probes. But so far, Brain has not flown a shuttle drop in yet. This is going to be the very first shuttle drop he's going to attempt. The very first one. We have 6 Dragoons are in between, waiting to snipe. We've got Zealots coming in there from Byul into Brain's base. Byul's probe count is kind of low, only on 54. I would like to see him go for at least like 60 to 70. Well, drop comes in, drop gets sniped, storms on the Dragoons. Dragoons taking heavy fire, heavy damage, but they do survive. The Dragoons in the front there, though, Dragoons in the front get absolutely ass blasted. The level 1 attack advantage there on those Zealots is doing him a favor. Although, 101 just finished up there for Brain on the Dragoons. So the double forge fast upgrades are helping him out tremendously. We almost had level 2 attack there for Byul though. Almost level 2 attack. This on one of the forges. This one, that one. Getting level 1 armor there as well. So he's gonna get the upgrade advantage sometime soon. Brain is starting upgrade attack level 2. He's on 68 probes. He has the economic advantage, and he has about the same amount of gateways as Byul does. He's currently on 13, 4 more, make it 17, and 2 more there on the side for 19. And there's so much space here to build even more gateways. He's going to be on over 22, 24. It's looking great for both players. We have double Dark Archon in the back. To use feedback on High Templars on loading, let the High Templars die to the feedback. We got a lot more gateways that are coming up. He's going to go for hallucinated shuttle drops to try and sneak into Brain's backside and kill the probes and kill the economy and go for an attack at the same time. But we have those observers on the high ground. Drop that comes in over the front. He's going to try to snipe. He's going to hit any of the actual shuttles. He's failing the shuttle shots. That's looking bad, really, really bad. Brain trying to run the safety. There's 3 High Templars, and the High Templars don't actually kill that many. Okay, that one was a better one. Another really good one gets like 30 kills. That turned out to be a really good drop. He only has 2 cannons in the back. Only having 2 cannons in the back is really hurting him badly. Because everything that unloads in the back just does not die fast enough. But Brain is still in the race. He has a great big base and a lot of units ready to defend. And he's got the triple nexus to recover his economy. Now at this point I would say, Brain, move those probes that you got on the gas onto the minerals and recover a little bit faster. You have 1200 gas, 1300 gas. The gas should keep you alive for a little while. But for now he's going to try to get this drop onto those probes. Storms the hallucinations. Great move. Get double. Ooh, double. Oh, 1 more high temp. 2 more high templates. Gets everything. The double feedback was not enough. The storm on the shuttles was not enough. Hallucinated shuttles die when they get stormed instantly. They had more high temples in there and pretty much just killed 40 probes that Byul had. And now the game is extremely lopsided in Brain's favor. Brain's economic advantage is absolutely huge. Storm on the shuttle and the Dragoon. Storm did a pretty good job of softening up that shuttle, so it's going to probably die when it flies in. Byul still has an army lead though. Byul still has an army advantage. He's going to try to push as deep into Brain's base as he can and do as much damage as humanly possible. How much damage will he do? I'm not sure, but he's really whacking it away at those gateways in the front. Because anything that spawns dies instantly. The drop comes in. Will this equalize the games? Flies through a storm yet again. Templar allows, Templar storms, Templar gets a huge hit there on a bunch of probes, but most of the probes do make their way out of there. Although he gets another shot, and he's down to 30, all the way from 55. So now the probe counts are much closer than before, and Dragoons are still in his base, killing his stuff. Although Dark Archons, or regular Archons, are coming from the back, moving to the front to surround the Dragoons. Dragoons do retreat. Byul doesn't. Actually, he's going to stay here. Thought he was going to retreat back home. He's going to keep the pressure and try to get as much out of this as he can, as another drop is waiting in the skies to fly in. Likewise for Brain, going to fly in with a drop over the bottom side of his base. There's 2 drops happening at the same time. Brain runs to safety. He's going to hit the storms. Here's storms happening. Byul is down to 4 probes. Brain down 13. Both players are, economically speaking, absolutely devastated. But Byul's situation is just a little bit worse. Just a little bit worse. He's only on 6, and he has only 34 minerals. Both players are in really bad shape. Really bad shape. Terrible shape. Absolutely I don't think I've seen 2 players in this bad a shape in a Protoss against Protoss at this level. So this game is going to drag on for a little while because this is going to take a long time for both players to recover from. Drop comes in, gets sniped there by Dragoons, High Templar is all low, does not get a storm. Brain is safe and sound. Small little attack there in the front, going to try to kill some units, but too many Dragoons coming from the back to the front and push them away. So what are the upgrades at? We got 2-1-2 there for Byul, a level 3 attack almost finished up. We have Brain there on 2-0-2. Not getting any upgrades at the moment. Both players just trying to recover their probe counts. Now Brain does have 1 Nexus more, so he's going to get a couple more probes per minute joining the minerals compared to Byul. Byul only has 2 Nexus. It's going to take a lot longer for him to recover. Tries to get in there. Actually, the Observer on the high ground there hits the shuttle. Dragoons on low. Dragoon trying to kill the cannon. Using the high ground to dodge shots. Like on the high ground, you've got 50% chance to miss. Trying to use that to his advantage. So Byul's down to, back to 16, and Brain is back to 31. He has some shuttle drops here, hanging in the back. So High Templar's on the way. Now, Byul is not mining gas. He's only mining minerals, only building zealots, only building probes. Whereas Brain has about 12 probes on the gas, which means that they are kind of getting the exact same amount of minerals into their banks. That's like a 2 difference, maybe a 3 probe difference on the mining probes. But the difference is going to grow. As you can see, the difference is growing. Now Byul has level 3 attack. Drop comes in over the front. Drop gets repelled, gets sniped. Zealots try to distract. Could not achieve distraction. Not to anyone's satisfaction. Gets sniped out of the sky by this detection here on the sides. Observers giving Brain so much vision, so much control. It's still only 2 cannons at the back. Brain is really trying to play this on the least that he possibly can. Now, Brain's supply is huge compared to Byul. Byul is really struggling to recover. You can really see that triple Nexus is paying off. It's kicking in. It's really showing its effects, its benefits. Fast probe recovery, big economy, big income, big money, straight to the bank. And now Brain feels he can go for a frontal attack there onto Byul, but the upgrade advantage will help Byul defend. But an upgrade advantage only goes so far against the huge army that is breaking through High Temple on the high ground. Zealots dodging the storm, but they did take some damage. Another storm there in the front. This shield is empty. Temple's on low. Double storm on the Zealots. Also hitting his own Zealots, but he just wants to kill Zealots of Byul because he can produce more of his own faster than Byul can produce his. Double drop there coming in. Dark Archon gonna know. Does not have to feed back on the High Templar. One more High Templar there in the back, in the front. Actually 2 more. This one is energy, the other one is very close. When spawning, gonna push that away. A couple cannons behind the gateways really helping him stay alive. Great configuration. Great configuration. Back to 38. Little storm there from the high ground on the Dragoons. Dodges it though. Keeps the Dragoons alive. Barely though, but great storm use there from Brain. Using the terrain to his advantage wisely and effectively. Now Brain is on 63 probes, which is pretty much the amount he needs to win the game and play it out. If he can keep those probes alive, he should be in the position to win this once and for all. Dark Temples from Byul though, hacking away. Beautifully done. He killed 1 observer on the high ground there with his own observer, using 2 Dragoons there to hit it. Observer there from Brain detects the Dark Templars, they do retreat. Wants none of that. Brain is maxed out. Brain on 122. Byul on 122. Byul is doing his best to recover. It's not going too well. It's going as well as it can, but it's just not going that well compared to Brain. He still has more, way more. Look at this army. Knocking on that front door with their 202. The upgrades really helping Byul stay alive. If he had worse upgrades, he would get run over much more easily. Also, he has the defender's position advantage. Drop comes in there, though. A lot of hallucinations. Starts to load the High Templars. Gets the feedback, but one High Templar was under a shuttle, which means he cannot feedback on something he cannot click on. Great drop there from Brain. Pushes Byul a little bit closer to extinction as he kills like 10 probes in total. That hurts, specifically when 10 probes is 1/5 of the total probes you have at the moment. Compared to someone with 74 of them, it's just not looking that great. It's not looking that great. The Dark Templars are still helping him out, still killing some Dragoons, still helping him survive there in the front. Looks like Byul's killed the Observer that Brain had. That's some great targeting. Great targeting, it's great play. Byul, those two Dark Templars are really putting in some work. Like 8 kills total. They've done more than those 8 kills would imply. They've pushed the Dragoons away time and time again, and they've added a lot of damage. They don't have to get the kills, but as long as they do damage, that's all that matters. So once again, has to push through this small choke point. It's difficult to do. Storms the Observer yet again. He keeps finding the Observer and buying time. He's just buying so much time, repeatedly killing the Observer. And the Dark Templars are just repeatedly buying time, hoping that he will get back to a proper probe count. You have another drop there being loaded up there in the base of Brain. Keeps pushing here at the front. He just keeps on going. He wants to make Byul spend money. Great storms now. He's using the storms effectively. Once again, drop comes in. Probes running to safeties. On the chase. Feedback, feedback, double feedback, triple feedback. All of the High Templars go down. Triple feedback for the win. But now that... Oh, actually, he still has a lot of energy there on that Archon. So he can defend himself against another drop. Not going to be easy, but he can try to. He still has enough energy to do it. So Brain is going to go back to the drawing board, make another drop, make more Observers, and try to go for a frontal push yet again. But this setup from Byul is just great. He has a surround on the entrance. Brain has to break through a very small, tight, narrow space. And Dragoons take up a lot of space. So this surround here on this entrance is really just allowing him to easily defend. But do not underestimate the storms and the role they play in defending. Dragoons that get stormed lose a lot of HP and shields. Just really helping him out. Ooh, great storm there on the hallucinations. Shuttle does not get in deep enough. He really has to kill those probes, but he just seems unable to do so. Big drop there once again comes in. It's 4 hallucinations, 1 real shuttle. Probes run to safety. Templars on the chase. Gets the feedback on one High Templar, but not on the other one. Oh, one more storm, gets it. Ooh, beautiful. Gets 20 kills there on that one High Templar. Down to 37 probes. Byul is once again in bad shape. But if he can keep storming on the front here, he still has a chance to survive. It's not a great chance. The odds are bad, as he keeps losing units in the front that he has trouble rebuilding. He has trouble rebuilding units that he loses. So Brain can afford to just keep throwing gateway units at this choke and not care. As long as he kills Byul's units, he gets an advantage. That's all that matters. Rinse and repeat. A war of attrition. That's what I call it. A war of attrition. He's trying to starve Byul out. Once again, shuttle is preparing. 6 hallucinations. He's going to try to put the nails into the coffin, hammer them in deep, and end this once and for all. Comes in. Dark Archons are too far away. Ooh, that feedback was clutch. Very close. The Dark Archons were just within range. But this will still be the end. This will still be the end. Brain has so many gateway units coming in through the front. And their upgrades are now better than before. They're now on 323, which is actually better than the 213 that Byul has. Drop comes in yet again. Unloads on the scene. Gets both of them with the feedbacks. Huge clutch plays. But not clutch enough because Byul is down in the dumps. His economy is bad. He's down in the gutter. Down in the gutter. I expect that he will call GG very soon as Brain gets the upper hand with his superior supply and his very well timed and consistent shuttle drops. that Byul does keep defending, but not defending well. Calls GG, Brain wins game number 2, and that's it for this series. Just 2 games, 1 win each. Would have loved to have seen more between these two, which I do have, but they were played on a different day. In the next video, I'm gonna look for a Zerg against Zerg, and if I can't find one, I'm gonna probably go for something like a Terran against Terran, just to show you a couple more mirror matchups, which haven't really been appearing on the channel that frequently because they just don't get played as much as the Terran against Protoss or the Zerg against Protoss. They just don't happen as much. It's just on fastest map 1v1 in the Korean scene, most people just play Protoss. And then there's people like Burger Sasu, Byul, and Brain who play a lot of Terran and Zerg against the Protoss players. So yeah, I hope to see you return soon, and I hope you enjoyed this one. Leave a like, a comment, or a subscribe, or maybe become a member, whatever you want to do. I just hope to see you return for the next video.